Hey folks, this is Bastin Slot, and in today's video we're going to take a quick look, hopefully, at a brand new screenshot for Prehistoric Kingdom, a Halloween themed Prehistoric Kingdom screenshot. And whilst it is only one shot, there's actually quite a few interesting little things going on in this picture, and if we're honest, it's an easy video for me to make, and I'm very tired, so let's take a look. So this was very recently posted on the Prehistoric Kingdom Discord, which I recommend you go join if you want to keep up to date with this stuff. And it was Halloween themed, it's Halloween tomorrow, and there's a few different things in here that make it Halloweeny. The first is our lovely Torvosaurus here, in case you somehow couldn't see the bloody thing. Torvosaurus is a naturally Halloweeny looking dinosaur, because it's spiky and will eat you. The two main facets of any good Halloween party. But there's a few other things as well. The first thing is over here and over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, probably over somewhere else as well. Now, I don't know this 100% for sure, but I believe this is the first time we've seen of customizable lighting, as in lighting wherein you can actually change the colours. Doesn't seem like a big deal really, but as you can see in this image right here, by changing some of these lights, you know, this is a fairly default colour over here, this one, but then changing some of them into this sort of pinky tone has actually done quite a lot for the tone and feel of the image. Over here we've got a green one lighting up this other thing we'll talk about momentarily, and it really does change how the image feels entirely. It's really big for setting tone. If you want to make a horror themed park, which you all should because that's cool, then this kind of thing is really going to help out. So just a little bit more player control and player creativity. Other than lighting, we also have a little snack over here that our Torvosaurus is, I want us to point out very quickly, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like bent its body around and snapping down over here at our blood pumpkin. Now, you'll have seen blood pumpkins before in, say, Planet Zoo, but that's because they are based on very real zoo things. Shut up, outside world. The idea is this is a big old block of frozen blood, delicious, and the animal breaks through the soft outer shell coating bits, the outer bits of the pumpkin, to get through to the block of ice in the middle, the block of frozen blood. Sometimes they will just give them a big old block of frozen blood. I know when there's heat waves in Australia, some of the zoos there in particular do so, and it is mainly for that scenario. It's for when things are hot and they want to give the animals some nutrition and cool them down at the same time. But often it's in a pumpkin. I suppose that's because it's large and holds things and yet kind of protects the ice a little bit. I don't know specifically why a pumpkin, but it does seem the most logical thing. Maybe you could use a large gourd of some other description. Who knows? That's the fun. Either way, a frozen blood pumpkin is not a traditional food item. It would be more, I don't want to ape on Planet Zoo here, but more like an enrichment item. You know, the Torvosaurus probably can't just chow down on frozen blood all day long. I'm going to call it bloazen all day long and be satisfied. So maybe we're going to get a system in play wherein you can entertain your creatures a little bit more like it is an actual zoo. We've said this many times before, but Prehistoric Kingdom is meant to be a zoo game that happens to have prehistoric animals in it. It's not J-Park or a Jurassic Park or something like that. It is basically a normal zoo. And a lot of the stuff we have in a normal zoo, like the frozen blood pumpkins, there's really no reason that wouldn't also work for a dinosaur. I mean, what reason is there, right? It would work fine, so why not bring it in? There's a couple other minor cool things here. We get another good view of the guests who have come a super long way in a super short amount of time. That's a lot of supers. We get a good view of the customized foliage and stuff as well of the exhibit. Clearly they've gone for a bit of a Halloween theme. We've got these sort of dead leaves and dead branches, dead looking trees over here. I have hiccups, and over there as well. They've pushed the horror theme just a little bit, which I really appreciate. And also the rocks embedded into the ground, just things to make it look like a natural, this is a lot of red, but it is Halloween. A lot of rocks in the ground, just things that make it feel like a more natural enclosure. Now, the last thing we really have to point out, other than our lovely little Apatosaurus apparel sign there in the distance, looking rather ominous, is over here, and not over here, because that's a tree. We have what looks to be a wind turbine, again, very similar to Planet Zoo. Not making a point there at all. If you're going to have a modern wind turbine, a small one to power your zoo, this is what they would look like. Okay, can we just get ahead of that right now? Cool. I'll do a smiley face so people know we're being chill. There we go. But yeah, wind turbines. Alright. They actually posted, I'll show you the pic, 1 second. Such is my dedication to this video that I went and got an extra bonus image Be very proud of me. So this is a picture they posted relatively recently onto the Discord in the update section, and this is a picture of the industrial power station. So it seems we'll be able to power our parks, assuming these are wind turbines, and they're meant to provide boosters of power. Maybe we'll be able to power our parks in two primary ways. You'll have larger power stations that form, say, the basis of your power system, and then you'll have wind turbines that act more as a supplementary power source. We'll have to see how that all fits together, because at the moment they seem a little bit disparate. You don't really tend to get both. If we look at let's look at Jurassic World Evolution, you had big power stations. If you look at Planet Zoo, you have little power stations. We've not had a game yet that combines the two together, so it's going to be interesting to see if that is something we have to consider, if there are good mechanical reasons to use particular power stations or particular power sources in particular regions of your zoo. We'll have to wait and see. Boop. Anything else on the picture? No, there's a lovely smiley face in the sky. I did enjoy that. That was magic. And there's T-Rex over there. It's actually, you know what, more than anything, it's a rare shot of Prehistoric Kingdom in its current fairly advanced build at nighttime. This isn't something we see very often, so it's nice to see how it's all going to come together with the lighting. You know, they've got lampposts down there and myriad other places, I'm sure. That's it. Said it was going to be a short video. I'm going to try to do this kind of thing a bit more often. You know, these quick little updates where we talk about things and say words at your face, and your face likes it and hits the like button. Okay, cool. As I said, you should check out the Prehistoric Kingdom Discord for these updates nice and quick, but then you would miss my expert drawings. So, you know, why would you do that? We're going to end it there. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. We do have some pretty cool stuff planned for this weekend. Halloween-themed dinosaur nonsense going on, so stick around on the channel for that. And, of course, for all the latest updates on Prehistoric Kingdom. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks next time. Cheers much love as always. Bye-bye.